All right, so it says that I cannot have my phone sideways. But why would that be? I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, it says I can't do that while I'm recording. What if I put it away? Okay. So people told me that I should put my phone horizontally because it's better. But when I do that, it stops recording. I don't know why. I'm going to try it one more time. You cannot turn your phone while recording. For some reason, it is not letting me do this. So, here's Bijou. She wanted to be with us. She's going to be out of the frame, I think. Let's see, what can we do here? Well, I'd worked out all these little kinks, and now it will tell me that I cannot turn my phone sideways. I do not know why. It's locked into it. So I would have to stop this stream in order to make it work? Is that worth doing, or should I just go ahead? What do you think? I'm happy to just go if you can see me. Okay, I'm going to go with it in the vertical. And yeah. This is, I'm going to do some newer songs. I did a live stream a few weeks back that was a few hours long, and I did all the requests then. So I'm going to try and do some newer songs. This first one is it's a collaboration with my late poet friend Patrick O'Connell. It's called Hoping for Angels. Bijou's gonna snore. Here where the water breaks the sky into diamonds, I open myself, I surrender. Isn't this what it all was in preparation for? Love dying. All night I listen to the thunder, for the earth is a broken bell. And I took 3 pebbles in my hand, I shook them like a rebel. Someday your bones will sound like that. See how the sky is a horse on fire, as the night sails blue and long. Songs of a heart season, tiny voices echo, hoping for angels, hoping for angels. How I came to know faith is silence, how under each stone blue sky burns. In dreams that speak of ships that rise and fall upon the ocean, over and over. See how the sky is a horse on fire, as the night sails blue and alone. Songs of a heart season, tiny voices echo for angels. See how the sky is a horse on fire, as the night sails blue and alone. Songs of heart season, tiny voices echo, hoping for angels. I've put Bijou right to sleep with one song. She's out. Well, I thought I would adjust some things from my previous stream, but as it happens, it's not working. So I'm just going to stick with this. And I'd like to wish my good friend Adam Rosner a happy birthday. It's his birthday today. The sun comes up, the sun goes back down. There's always a bridge to cross in this town. There's always a bridge to cross in this town. See our day where your shadow is long. A man can start over again. I'm coming home right, and I'm coming home soon. I sure hope you'll understand. Even the bad days outweigh the good. How it always get through. Watching trains off Arlington Street. It's my favorite memory of you. The sun comes up, the sun goes back down. It's always a bridge to cross in this town. There's always a bridge to cross in this town. That was the year that you went away. This time I knew it was for good. If the life didn't kill you, the loneliness would. I'd bring you back if I could. Even the bad days outweigh the good ones. Somehow it always gets through. Watching trains off Arlington Street. It's my favorite memory of you. The sun comes up, the sun goes back down. It's always a bridge to cross in this town. There's always a bridge to cross in this town. The pug is still snoring in her sleep. Last time I had to ply her in biscuits to keep her this quiet. I was talking to a songwriter friend of mine today named Jesse Di Natale out in Sebastopol, California. And Jesse's somebody I've long admired, and over the years we've developed a very close friendship. His phone calls always kind of give me a lift, and I feel like I've learned a lot over the years of our friendship. And I went to him one time with this song I'd started that I'd written after Chuck Berry had died. And I'd started writing the song pretty quickly upon learning the news, and it was maybe partway through, and I found myself a little conflicted between my love of this great artist that had had such a big impression on me versus some of the harder realities of who Chuck Berry was. And so I found myself kind of torn between these two places, and Jesse wound up writing the second verse. And in the end, what I did to kind of reconcile my struggle was I kind of looked at that had helped contribute to make Chuck as great as Chuck was. Some of his musical influences and some of his that he worked with. And my understanding was his wife was a really big part of his greatness behind the scenes. So anyway, this is for the late Chuck Berry. It's called Jefferson City. I bought a New York Times the day Chuck Berry died. They had him right on the cover. Father of rock and roll, 90 years young. There will never be another. Roll over Beethoven, no money down. Somewhere the lights just went out. For slight talking, duck walking, guitar slinging, and no, you never can tell. Jefferson City, reformatory blues, T-Bone Walker, Johnny Johnson too, country ballads and hillbilly tunes, Willie Dixon to Charlie Christian. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo. You got to rock and roll and raise up your soul. It's all about. You've got to jump and jive and make it alive. You've got to bring it and sing it and shout. Over rise and the fall with your name on the wall. I thank you for what was the start. And with no particular place to go, you came straight from the heart. In Jefferson City, reformatory blues, T-Bone Walker, Johnny Johnson too, country ballads and hillbilly tunes, Willie Dixon, Charlie Christian. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, there's one for Chuck Berry. Thank you, Melissa Clark, for the invitation to play on your, for the coach, Adam Dawson, for asking me to do this. And I see they're passing the virtual hat. Don't feel obligated. I kind of like the hat because it's where my music career started. And so I have no aversion to the passing of the hat. Bijou is still sleeping soundly here. We recently lost, on my personal Mount Rushmore songwriters, John Prine would be the face staring out in his own direction from the other guys. And before I'd heard that he'd passed while he was still in the hospital, I just started kind of going over all the things in my head of the idea of a world without John Prine, and ultimately how lucky I felt, frankly, to live at the same time as John Prine. Not only was he one of the very best and most interesting and unique songwriters to me, but he reminds me of my late grandfather in that they say only John Prine and Nelson had no backstage stories that followed them around. And I know in my line of work, that's a very difficult thing. We all got some story we wish would stop circulating, and but my understanding is there was never any such a thing with Mr. Prine, and his generosity toward young artists and his just kind of sweet and lovable nature was impacted me as much as any of his songs. So I was thinking about him and his love of Christmas, and I don't Christmas with Mr. I did, especially the kind of love that he seemed to have for it. So I wrote a song in tribute to him I call Christmas in July. And originally my hope was that I pulled out of this horrible situation, that maybe we could celebrate Christmas in July just for him, but maybe we'll do it anyway. This is called Christmas in July for everything is different now, that's becoming clear. Have Christmas in July this year. Everything feels funny and upside down. These old blues have a brand new sound. It's the distance between now and then. Here's to them good times coming back again. Maybe I'll just stay inside and take this as a sign that I'm not ready for living in a world without John Prine. 'Cause everything is different now, that's becoming clear. We can have Christmas in July this year. Keeping social distances, I'm staying between lines. Still I miss them guitar picking friends of mine. Don't forget my number in spite of stormy weather. Maybe it's about time we get the old band back together. Staying isolated, taking it one day at a time. Neighbors singing together from the balconies at night. 'Cause everything is different now, that's becoming clear. We can have Christmas in July this year. We can have Christmas in July this year. We can have Christmas in July this year. All right, the bird clock just went off, so it's 7. I gotta watch the time here. I believe the Zim from down in Alabama might be tuned in. I'm not sure if they've made it in or found us, but in the event that they have, they released a record of mine in America called Silver Hill, and I thought I'd do a song off of that record for them. This is called the last one. Oh, I gotta change the capo. Jefferson, Etransfer, thunder and lightning in the flim flams. Season ticket, flat tire, transistor radio with bare wires. City punks and country bars, and pedal steel muscle cars. Sunday suit, well worn, saying my prayers through a bullhorn. Ain't that just what you get sometimes? Ain't that just what you get? I've been waiting so long. My radio keeps playing the same songs in the long shadow of the setting sun. The other day is like the last one. shotgun Fred, and those Highway 1 blues again. It's nothing but wind and train tracks. Everything's in blue and black. Motorcycle boy with no fear. Big old sign that says, don't you come around here. Beware of owner and keep the peace. We're in the kind of place they don't call the police. 'Cause ain't that just what you get sometimes? Ain't that just what you get? I've been waiting so long. My radio keeps playing the same songs in long shadow of the setting sun, where every other day is like the last one. I've been waiting so long. My radio keeps playing the same songs in long shadow of the setting sun, where every other day is like the last one. Thanks everybody. I've been wow, these quiet songs are keeping Bijou asleep, so she's not fussing with me. I mentioned on my last stream that my little pug, she's a rescue. You can see her here sleeping. She doesn't really like anybody but me and my mother, and which suits me fine, but she's a little obsessed and sits and stares at me all day, and very, very demanding of me. All right, what time we got? Okay, we're doing all right. Let's see here. I wanted to try and get a couple things in here. Her name was Candy and she grew up on my street. Every day she'd go by and smile at me. After school I'd go home, I'd lay right down and dream of sweet red ruby lips and everything in between. We skip class and smoke cigarettes behind the church. If I knew anything, Candy knew it first. She taught me more than I would ever learn in school. A suburb beautiful of lonely-hearted fools. Little trailer out in the back, fell asleep to the sounds of the railroad tracks. Candy and me, everything is gonna be alright. Freckled innocence, curly red hair, lived with her mother and the boys from foster care. And how easy it was to say her name. And I call out for her over and over again. Trailer out in the back, fell asleep to the sounds of the railroad. Candy and me, alright. La 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 la. Everything be alright, be alright. Be alright and be alright. Be alright and be alright. I think I might be down to 2 songs. I wanted to try to do a Watermelon Slim song for me to do, so I'm gonna still try to do that, I think. I think I'm down to 2 songs. I can't watch the comments and the clock without forgetting lyrics, so if somebody could tell me. I think I'm about 10 minutes left here, maybe. I could be wrong about that. Let's see here. This is board. It's a bunch of weird. It's kind of like the electronic version of like June Carter Cash used to play, except mine runs on batteries and has a drum machine. And this is based on a poem out of my book. The book's called Moon Was a Feather, and the poem's called The Yellow Lights Amore. And I thought I'd do this for fun. It's kind of silly and weird, but it's actually how I wrote the song, so I thought I would play it on here. Also, while I'm thinking of it, I saw online that my songwriting friend, Rod Pycott, his mother passed away, and I did leave him a message, but I'd like to say again live on here, he's probably driving somewhere right now to get to his family, and my heart goes out to you, Rod. Much love. I've been thinking about him all day, so my love to Rod Pycott and his family right now. This is called The Yellow Lights Amore, and I hope I can do this without... A man in a trench coat speaks into his cell phone. A woman in black dances with the wind. Across town, the sirens are wailing. I watch it unfold from the pedestrian bridge. Clouds form in the sky, look like a carousel. Rivers doing what rivers do. Saddle up, green arrow, and pedal till my shadow is long. Under the yellow lights of Moray, here since 1995. Clouds part and open to the heavens. Part's for Leonard Podolak. yellow lights amore. Under the yellow lights amore. Under the yellow lights amore. Yellow lights amore. I think I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to move the piano here without causing too much trouble. I'm gonna move Bijou. Say hello, Bijou. Oh, she sleeps. Sleeps with her tongue out. You see everybody, Bee? Look at all the little hearts are for you, I think. We better give Bijou a biscuit. Let's give her a biscuit first, because she's been good. Then I'm gonna see if I can't take this with me. Oh. A highlight of my musical career was producing a record for in my opinion, one of the greatest living blues artists today, Watermelon Slim from Clarksdale, Mississippi. And this song was a real mountain for me. On the record, I played drums, Fournier and Jeremy Russo on piano, and I had to call some of my best people in because this was a song that Slim wrote the lyrics and music in his head while being unable to kind of play it on an instrument. It's kind of how sophisticated Slim's brain is. Like I say, I've never come across anybody like him, musician or otherwise, and working with him was a real honor to me. And this song always stayed with me. Its title is "Winners of Us All," and I love what it says and the portrait that it paints at this particular time in history, especially. It matters, and I also want to say that I'm safe here in Winnipeg, in Canada. I'm grateful to be here. My government has seen fit to subsidize my earnings, and I love you too, Joanna. The government here has subsidized my earnings, and all politics aside, it wasn't hard for me to apply, and the money was in my bank account like the next day. So I want to thank the government of this country for doing such a thing. It's really, hi Bijou, it's really amazing, and I think that type of forward thinking is what makes Winners of Us All. Some people call it socialism, but that's just a kind of a boogeyman word. Anyway, the government subsidizing my earnings, which is unheard of, and marijuana is legal and comes in the mail up here in Canada. So, I thought you should know that stuff. This is a Watermelon Slim song. If Slim is out there somewhere, I love you, Slim. This song is called "Winners of Us All." And I thought I was singing for a whole bunch of people, millions of folks living far below the line. They don't drive new pickups, they can't afford CDs, they don't matter to folks, smell like Calvin. They're wearing torn tank tops and greasy overalls, crushed tin cans down Black and Veil, living life on far too little money, doing the best that they can with the deuces they've been dealt. And this soul working sweat, and it keeps on building up. A few of us profit, most of us lose. Day after day, we scratch out our living, and our unheard melodies, they'll sound something like the blues. Sound something like the blues. wasn't too frustrated from busting my ass, just trying to survive. And a 9-year-old cutie that I'd give my life for, I'd spend all my strength just to help them stay alive. I'm sitting in this dirty old dumpster rig riding, knowing the chance you'll ever hear me small. I'm doing it for everybody that don't draw that bottom line, and one day to make winners of us all. 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 Hey. All you three-piece suits will hear this old rider song. You think I ain't worth it? You're 1,000 miles. I'm still fierce and free, and I'll fight toe to toe for a piece of your comfort, though it's going slow. I hope you'll come down here and hear me real soon. So I'm singing this working man's blues, as I'm singing this working man's blues, as I'm singing this working man's Winners of us all. I think that's it for me. Yeah. Hope you got. Oh, come on, Bijou, get up here. All right, all right. Hope you got. Staying isolated. Bijou's gonna play a little, and healthy, and I know people are afraid and struggling and nervous, and I keep thinking, we've been tasked with something that we need each other to accomplish, and go figure. Right after Bill Withers dies, we got that beautiful song of his, Lean on Me, and here we are at a point in time that's, it depends us all kind of getting in the boat and rowing together, and I feel a little nervous sometimes, but honestly, mostly I feel excited by that idea that we're going to do that together, and that the only way to kind of not only take control of this situation, but new situations that are going to come our way in the future, the only way to move forward successfully is together and with each other and with love and empathy and compassion. So thanks for listening to me, and thank you to Americana Highways for asking me to come play on their page, and I love you guys, and be safe. You say goodnight, Bijou?